Alright, up in the top left-hand corner, in the red trunks, it is gonna be Echonance, while Xccam lights out. Down in the bottom right, in the blue trunks, currently lagging out pretty damn hard, it is Xccam. Are we good? We're in the clear? Yeah, we're clear. Okay. So it is going to be a house opening by the look of it from both players, so probably going to see racks. Okay, it's interesting by Xccam. Actually, I like that. I like that actually quite a lot. Just narrow a wall. Racks is going to go there, which has more health, where it's in the more vulnerable. Okay, and Echonance gonna have a slightly faster house, so he may well be going beast based on this basement. So Echonance is actually a pretty decent player. I've played against him a few times. He's probably about as good as I am, so he'll probably get a decent chunk of the way through the tournament. Oh, he already has, I guess. Yeah, so it is going to be beasts called that one. Xccam though, Xccam's been around a long time. He's been playing pretty much since the very early tournaments. So, looking good for him. He's actually doing alright in this tournament so far. So, pretty standard openings from both these players so far. And for anyone who's been asking me for builds, like a lot of people have been asking me in chat and in PMs. Yeah, for builds, so many people. Look at the builds that these guys are playing that I'll be casting today, pretty much all this afternoon. Copy some of these. Like, once we get into semis and finals, these are going to be some of the best players in the game, and they play these builds to win. There's 100 bucks on the line today, $60 for first. So if you, like, they obviously want that money, so they are going to be playing to win. So their strats are going to be worth looking at. So Xccam's going to scout a little bit late now. He's actually going to lose that to the wolf if he's not too careful. Yep, wolf is going to meet him in the middle. May just run past, or nope, not going to pick off the worker. Okay, so that may get picked off by the second worker. We'll see. So Echo's expand is going to go down a little bit faster. Ooh, Xccam. Oh no, I thought he was deviating off for some cheese, but nope, just Captain. So, what is Xccam doing? That's actually really costly. You don't, you don't want to build and cancel in this game. Well, at least not with the castle, because it costs 25% of the building's worth to cancel it. So, like, it's really not good. Echo's actually mentioned to... What is Xccam? Okay, that's weird, but alright. So Xccam's going to get the scout. He's going to see this, but he already knows the opening from these wolves being here. And this is really not a great start for Xccam. He delayed the second unit to get his castle out faster, but his castle didn't get out that much faster because of the fact that these wolves delayed it so much. He's trying to poke these off, but they might actually get the house, which is actually kind of a big deal, because that would, well, it'd supply block him for a moment, but obviously there's 200 gold's worth of stuff there. Echo can actually continue pressuring. He doesn't need to back out. Xccam taking the roundabout route to get home. And yeah, Echo's going to start to put some pressure on. And he basically has about 15 seconds before Xccam's next unit comes out. But he's not going to get it, but look, he's going to back off. So this is a weird placement by Xccam, to be honest. Like, he's trying to keep this really tiny choke to defend his worker, but he just as easily could have put it here, which leaves you a little bit more vulnerable, but the thing is, overall it's safer, because you get this choke across the run here. Look now, your workers are completely undefended, when wolves come in later, they're just going to rip your worker line apart. Xccam going for the hidden. Bit strange. So I imagine, based on the fact that he's continuing to produce units, he's probably going to go for a little bit of early push out aggression before taking his third. And there we go, so really standard from Echo here. So just Den Tech, and we'll probably see a house from him in a second. So really standard beast opening. There's basically a couple of ways you can play from the one Den opening, which you can actually check out in Yummy's build. It is up on the forums if you want to take a look at that. So you can either play greedy and grab a quick third off of it. You can do the safe sort of build that's going on right now, which is this sort of house Den and tech, which is really nice and solid. You can also theoretically follow it up with something sort of super all-in aggressive like a Dragon Rush, but that tends to have a lot less success just because it tends to get scouted. So, okay. So I did actually call it wrong. So Xccam's actually going for this tower, he's going to go for this third base, try and hold it here. So that is alright. It's actually really economically quite nice. Obviously getting that third base super fast. The only issue is he's going to have no upgrades and no real infrastructure. And actually, Xccam's going to get this worker in, which is a bit weird. So if Echo was to go for sort of timing and just pump out a bucket load of wolves, Xccam would be pretty vulnerable. But he's called his opponent right. Echo's going to go for this third, which is actually going to go down pretty much exactly the same time as Xccam's third. So all in all, this is actually better for Xccam because you basically want your third up faster as beast. Just you end up needing more gold for various things. From my understanding of how it plays out, or at least you can get a faster expand. But Xccam's actually going to push out right now, and Echo, he doesn't really have enough to defend this. If we bring up the units tab, he's got 9 wolves, which is not enough. You need at least 12 to defend this many soldiers. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. So he's going to have to keep pumping. He should be able to hold it. There we go, there's the tower. So he should be able to hold this, as long as he doesn't get out-microed by Xccam. That is important. Xccam's gonna go for this worker, so he shouldn't get the worker if Echo's on top of this. This is a really nice position he's got in here. Doesn't allow the wolves to get a decent surround at all. Oh, look at how annoying Xccam's being right now. This is getting right in. He's gonna go for the main base. I kind of actually liked it when he was in that position there. It was in the choke, but he's going to pick up this soldier in the back. Even snipes the building works, so this tower isn't going up at all. This is a really awful position for Echo right now. He just needs to keep producing units, and Xccam looks like he's going to basically sit in behind that tech lab and try and snipe it. Actually, really nice position. The soldiers are being a bit weird, they're running around a bunch, but really nice. And of course this means no pressure is being done on this third on the other half of the map. So nice push out from Xccam. I'm not sure. Oh, it's actually in his favour so far. He's not actually lost too many units. Shouldn't deny it. Yep, there we go. Gets it. Stops the wolves from getting the surround. Echo actually calls GG. I'm not sure if that was necessary, but really nice push out there from Xccam. So yeah, not sure if he needs to GG, but clean enough play from Xccam, so looking good. Alright, so Xccam's going to go for a fast expand here versus Echonance's 1 Den. This could be risky for Xccam. Overgrowth is a bit of a strange map to try and do this on. Obviously it's quite a long map, but this sort of huge wide open choke here makes it very vulnerable for your expansion to just get sort of harassed and poked and picked off. So We'll see how this goes. He may be able to hold it. The tower does go down, so we'll see. Like, he may have timed this out better than I expect, but even so, the wolves can just run in the main and start harassing. So it's going to be up to Echonance. How good is his control in this game? Because he could do a huge amount of damage in this opening if he controls it right. Or he's just going to get deflected by this tower, which will finish by the time he gets there, and do no damage at all. So Xccam is going to scout this. Should get picked off by the second wolf. Oh, he's actually going to go for the delay. He's actually, okay, he's actually just being a little bit annoying and delays the opponent's expansion. That is going to cost him the worker though. So, bit of a strange choice. And you can see this does actually leave Xccam open to be run by. I wouldn't do this with just one wolf. You're going to take a lot of damage on the tower. Okay, he's going to go for it anyway. I'm not sure he can get any worker kills. Yeah, with only 23 HP left on that wolf. He's just going to hide it in the main and scout later, I guess. Yeah, you always want to run in with 2 or 3 together, because otherwise you just end up taking a lot of damage each time one runs in. So there we go, Xccam completes his wall, so the wolves have to come down through here. And Xccam's going to go scout out and find that wolf now. So, surprisingly nice opening for Xccam there. He's actually going to survive. He's going to hunt down that wolf and try and harass it. Should be able to kill it. He may be able to sneak it out on the bottom here, but we'll see. Xccam knows this is in his base. So now, let's see, what's Echo going to do? Echo could go for a fast third. So he could go for a fast third, which looks like that may be what he's going to go for. See if he can get enough out before this push comes. So yeah, there we go. The 30 is going to go down here on this base, and pop, there it goes. So it's going to be a really, really greedy economic build here from Echonance. He might be able to hold this. It might be that he can sort of produce enough stuff, whether it's dragons or wolves or whatever, hold this push and deal with it. But we'll see. And or he does actually keep the wolf alive. I'm impressed. Alright. So he's got decent control at least, keeping that alive. You can see he's keeping an eye on this third base, as well as just keeping an eye on any potential move out. So he knows pretty well what Xccam's doing here, and if we... yeah, you can see, so he knows about this one, probably can imply this one. So I'm interested... okay, that's the follow-up then from Echo, is going to be this quick third base into dragons. So he's making the assumption that Xccam's going to push out with mostly soldiers, which is a good assumption. You do see that a lot is this sort of heavy soldier push out. So that's not a bad choice at all to go to the dragons to try and deal with this. Thank you. And Xccam's actually going to go for a third as well here. The wolf does spot it. He may actually get the pick off. Xccam presumably is going to run away. Yeah, it's just an attack move rather than... so Xccam should save this worker. So that's nicely done for him. And Xccam will guard this now. But the Dragon's Lair is nearly complete. Echonance actually going for double testing lab, which I don't think that's the best of moves, since he's investing so much into these dragons, which is going to take most of his gold. He's going to have basically nothing on the ground. So this soldier force could actually still do some damage. I mean, we'll see. Xccam's only gone 2 racks forge. Echo might he may have actually just completely called this from his opponent. I mean, Xccam's basically going to have very, very few ground units. He doesn't have any scouting. He's going to have no archers out. So, Xccam might be in a lot of trouble. Echo even going for this really greedy 4th base on the double gold. And presumably he's going to throw down some dragon's lairs somewhere. Okay, no, he threw money into upgrades. Where's the dragons? Because you right now have nothing out on the map. Okay, just super greedy play out of both players. This is very weird, but we'll roll with it. We'll see what happens. So there we go. Xccam's going to start powering up now. We've got the +1 on the way. 4 barracks down, presumably 2 more soon. There's the first dragon's lair, but the first dragon is not going to hit until about 8 minutes. Which is ridiculous that we've basically not had a skirmish until then. But Xccam's not being slowed down either. He's going to actually have a lot of soldiers on the field now. This is 10 soldiers already. 4 barracks production is churning away. Echo's scouting is really good, but like 10 soldiers are coming. You have nothing. Like, you're gonna have +2 like when this hits, but you're gonna have literally no units on the ground. And like 2 more dens start, like, you need more than that. You need way more than that, because you're going to need about 20-30 wolves just to hold this. And that is just not what you have. And Xccam's actually going to see this straight away. He goes in. This base is going to just die. I mean, Echo just... This is going to be a very, very difficult hold. He went way greedy on this. And yeah, that 4th is absolutely forfeit. I mean, that's just gone. This 3rd probably forfeit unless he can find some way to defend it. He's not even producing from all of these dens. He just... Yeah, he just doesn't have the money right now to produce anything. Xccam's got +1 attack now, so... I mean, he's going to be very slightly behind on upgrades, but it's not going to matter. Because he's just going to have nothing to defend this. The tower upgrade will probably complete though by the time this actually gets onto the 3rd, maybe? If he can delay it, then this tower's going to have a bit more armor, but... Like, that's not going to do a huge amount. This is a really bad engagement for Echo. He's just taking so much damage. And this may just be game here. How many soldiers are here? Jeez, look at that. That's, what, nearly 16 soldiers? Yeah, 16 soldiers. And Echo is just going to get absolutely wrecked here. He overreached, went for the 4th place. He just has no unit at all. Going purely for the tech and the economy. Nothing on the ground. Xccam is just demolishing him. This 3rd base is going to have a tower again, but that's not going to do anything against soldiers. It looks like Xccam may just take this series 2-0. Because, yeah, just... Both players went greedy, and Xccam just had the better power up and push out. And this is probably going to be it. The repairs are coming in on this tower, so we might... Oh, almost! It's really close. The repairs are good, but I don't think they're going to be enough! It's so close! No, there we go. The tower goes down. None of these units have enough to really hold this. They do have attack upgrades, though. This attack is going to get cleaned up. So the dragon is going to be able to go across the map. Xccam takes a 4th. Really nice 4th position actually here. Really quite nice and snug. 4 more soldiers coming across the map. Where Xccam's... Okay, so his next upgrade is a way off. He's going for these explosive ballista to try and take dragons out of the sky. But to be honest, there's going to be so few dragons, I don't think it even matters. Don't need any of the armor. Alright, so some of the chicken still comes inside. Great. Yeah, already ate like half of it. Well, not half of it, but... Okay, so yeah, this attack is getting cleaned up here. The dragons got pulled back again though, so I mean, Xccam's in a fantastic position for his next push out. 9 soldiers on the ground, these wolves are not going to hold that. I mean, if we look at the units lost, actually Xccam has lost more, but that doesn't take into account this extra base that got lost as well. And you can see his mine sort of nearly 800 more resources even. These soldiers are going to get caught out, but one dragon is not going to do much to those. But once again, this is pulling the army back and effectively keeping Xccam safe just by being aggressive. So, soldier getting a bit stuck. So I don't imagine this attack will do a huge amount. The soldier's actually in and trying to do some damage, but with the dragons and the wolves here, it should be okay. They might get some worker kills. And Echonance is actually being supply blocked right now, which means he's just piling up gold. He cannot spend it, so he just needs to throw some houses down. Really not a great position here. Xccam's actually got him essentially just lined up rather than surround. The workers are going to come in to go back to mining. Echo needs to get a proper surround, because otherwise he's just losing huge amounts of wolves here. You can see the units loss is actually pretty much evened up again. And these soldiers are just going ham. They're actually getting loads and loads of workers here, way more than they should have done. 15 workers in total killed. We actually went into, oh, he almost got the tech lab. Actually, he might get it. He's got a whole bunch of other soldiers that went into the other base at the same time. And yeah, this is going to get, is it going to get cancelled? No. No, oh, okay, just cancelled it in time. And this will, or might not go down. With the amount of repairs on it, it might not go down. No, okay, so it's not going to go down, so he did actually cancel the upgrade unnecessarily. Really, really nice attempt there for Xccam on that extra upgrade to try and cancel it, because he is, right now he is a long way behind. This is actually going to be +4 versus +2. So Echonance's army is really, really nice. The thing is, like, Echonance just doesn't have anywhere near enough workers coming in. Like, he's got 20 versus about 40. So Xccam's economy is fantastic right now. Nearly 1,400, double the economy of his opponent. And he's actually going to come in, he's going to deny this fourth again. So, nicely picking that off. And he's just going to come in and try and deny the third. He doesn't have very many soldiers here with this, so this is actually not the most powerful push, if I'm honest. Like, I don't know where... Yeah, he's only got 6 soldiers with this army, which really isn't very much. He's kind of banking actually on the idea that most of his opponent's army is in these dragons, just due to the amount of archers and the amount of ballista he's got here, which are obviously way more effective against dragons than wolves, but pretty much just wolf on the ground here. 2 dragons are going to come in. Decent positioning keeps them away from the archers, but the explosive ballista shots, you can see, are just absolutely devastating. The wolves, though, winning the war on the ground. They're taking out most of the soldiers here, but the ballista, that's really, really painful. Ripping through those dragons on the backhand side. They've got so much range. The archers on the ground, though, fighting under an upgraded tower, they're going to get cleaned up immediately. And absolutely a failed push there from Xccam. Try to move out and see what he could get done, but I mean, he just didn't have anything on the ground to really sort of keep his archers alive. He needed way more soldiers with that push. So he's got 5 barracks here? Yeah, 5 barracks. So maybe he wants to consider going up to more since he's on 4 bases. Yeah, there we go. So there's another 2 barracks going down and a whole swathe of soldiers. So this is going to be really, really scary for Echonance in a minute. Echo, I mean, he could nip in and try and get some... Oh no, Echo, not in range of the ballista! The ballista are actually not firing right now, but as soon as they get in range, yeah, look at that, half the health down, the single volley. When the second volley comes in, yeah, those dragons are getting ripped to pieces. Really not what you wanted, Echo. Absolutely not what you wanted. What I was saying was that you could try and take the dragons in and snipe off a bunch of these extra workers on the fourth here, or even just nip in and do some damage on sort of the third or the fifth. But it's just not looking good. Now Xccam's got 3 ballista with this. He actually wants to repair the airship. That could go down pretty easily, but so many ballista, so many soldiers. I mean, this is a beast army's worst nightmare. Ideally, maybe he could get some werewolves out, but he doesn't even have, I think, any, no werewolves then out on the map right now. And so this army is just going to crush him. I mean, those dragons are just going to go down in a single volley of the ballista. The wolves just aren't going to do anything here. He's going to deny the fourth again. Probably going to be able to move in on the fifth as well. He wants to actually pick off that worker on the tower though. Ooh, but there we go. There's the tower going down. These ballista just mean the dragons cannot get in range. There we go. Taken out of the sky. Echo says GG. And Xccam goes on in the tournament. We get these two? Yeah, I could do it. It's overgrowth. Yeah, alright. Let's go beast. We're 1 up anyway, so we can afford to play beast. Let's check the overlay. This overlay works.
Yes, certainly, sir.
Yeah, that was my mess up. Yeah, it happens. Not back in the habit of streaming games yet.
As you wish, sire.
Checking keys from proximity.
As you wish, sire.
So he might cheese in this game. Honestly, I should have cut it up him, but yeah. So we'll go standard 1 down opening, and then kind of want to agree third. Could push out the dragons quickly. What we should probably actually do is 1 den is den lab out, and then delay the expand till later. Okay, it doesn't look like any cheese. You can obviously hide cheese further down here or whatever, but or even here. But we're going to roll with the assumption that he's not choosing.
As you wish, sire. Certainly, sir. As you wish, sire.
Okay. 1 Rex expand. So we might be able to. I was going to try and delay his worker, but no. Okay. So we're looking at a Rex timing attack probably. Kind of want to get in, deny that worker. Just being annoying, just want to slow it down a little bit. Do we go for fast third? Probably not actually. Let's not be dumb.
As you wish,
Because we quite often lose when we do that.
your orders. Certainly, sir.
So get up to about 30-40 supply wolves and then we'll expand.
Yes.
Because we've got to roll with the assumption that he's going to do a timing attack. Which we should be able to hold enough wolves, maybe? Always seems to be dragons that I hold it with though. So the temptation to go dragons is strong. These dragons help me hold soldier pushes pretty well.
As you wish, sire.
But if we keep an eye on what he's doing, then maybe we'll be okay.
Certainly, sir.
Okay, move to fast third.
Man. At once, sir.
Okay, so yeah, it's probably gonna be a Rex on him. Oh, we screwed that up more. Alright, yeah, so we'll get that 40 supply wolves, so there we go, 40 supply. The more warning we can get from this, the better.
As you wish, sir.
So we'll throw down a tower or two as soon as he pushes out.
Certainly, sir.
Okay, it's tech completed.
As you wish, sire.
Okay, so now we just have an eye on when he moves out, unless he's going to drop me. If he drops me, that's a bad idea.
As you
Okay,
wish.
and house. No upgrades. Mages? Okay. That's fireball, I guess. That's a lot of towers. Okay. Fireball mage, so just having a whole bunch of wolves is not going to defend that, but dragons should do pretty well. Let's get wolves then, I guess, because he's going to have less units if he's investing quite so much into mages.
As you wish, sire.
Okay.
Certainly, sir. As you wish, sir. I stand ready. Certainly, sir.
Okay, so we're kind of pushing for all the tech groups at once, but there we go. Oh, it's skeletons? Oh, okay.
Yes.
So that's actually an awkward timing. Actually, we should be able to get in though. Yep, that's it. Waste all your mana, thank you. And now you have 0 skeletons on your way. Set up to be in a concave. Is he not going to push in? Well, if he's not, I'll spawn dragons in a minute and then we'll be in trouble. There you go. Oh, that's actually kind of annoying. Guys, don't attack the skeletons. Why the hell have skeletons got priority over everything else? Fight under the tower. Oh, just throwing away supply here. Oh, we're just going to lose the tower there. Snipe off his mages. Okay, so we've held even if badly. Stop throwing away wolves, what are you doing? Okay, down to his name. Okay. That's mildly annoying, but I need to keep getting upgrades. Okay, well if you're just going to turtle up like that, then I will just. It's actually a lot of towers. So. Okay, I don't know why you're building quite so many towers.